Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to follow up on the question the Chairman raised, Dr. Harris, about Einstein. During the IG penetration testing of Educate, why didn't you detect they were on your servers?
Currently, as I indicated, we have implemented NAC. The full implementation, however, is not complete, and we plan to complete that this fiscal year.
So you're saying...
And I do believe we will be able to see that activity then.
No, I'm asking why you didn't detect it when they were on your servers at the time they were doing the penetration testing.
We didn't have the tools completely configured.
Okay. What tools are you missing?
We're not missing any, we just don't have them completely configured. For example, NAC has been implemented, but there's a lot of configuration work that needs to be done for full implementation.
So you have the tools, but you're not able to apply them.
We haven't finished we haven't completed the configuration of it, but we plan to do that this fiscal year.
You should have it done by the end of this fiscal year or the calendar year?
By the fiscal year, sir.
So they'll be complete by September 30th of 16?
Sir, I'm hoping to complete them by the end of the third quarter, not September 30.
Okay. So
and we're aggressively working to actually do it sooner than then.
All right. They'll be finished by the end of June.
That is correct.
Okay. Thank you. Dr. Harris, according to the Federal IT Dashboard, DOED's central processing system carries out data matching with at least 5 different agencies and interfaces with DOED's participation management, common origination system, and virtual data center. What is the nature of this understanding between agencies?
Beyond the sharing of data, that really is the totality of that understanding. We share sensitive data. We share important data with which to do better data processing on both sides.
Well, CPS is not PIV enabled, and if it were to be breached, an adversary would have access to sensitive, personally identifiable information and data that multiple agencies rely on. Can you tell me what security measures are in place to protect the CPS system?
I apologize, sir. I don't have operational oversight of that system and have limited knowledge, but I can certainly get you more information on that.
Who has that information?
The Federal Student Aid CIO.
Okay. One last question. Do you allow employees to use your server to access their personal email? Or
currently, we do, sir.
Is that not of concern to you?
I'm sorry, sir.
Well, we've had other hearings on this when we were dealing with the breach at OPM, and it turns out that the immigration, ICE, had sent out a memo to their employees that they could no longer use the federal server because they had multiple breaches, and it appears, and it turns out that there was a union grievance filed, and they weren't able to deny their employees access to their server, and it appears that that's where one of the breaches occurred. I just wonder, with as the chairman points out, the enormous number of records that could be accessed, if you're taking any measures to prevent that.
It's an interesting question, Representative Palmer, and it's one that does concern me. We actually met with OMB and DHS to talk about the risk level of allowing that kind of access. I think the CIO Council is going to spend more time talking about it, but it is something that concerns me, and you're right, it is a threat vector.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield the balance of my time.